guys, I just wanted to come to you today. I am seasoning my food. I am making a corned beef today, and I am making some beef ribs for my husband. It is his favorite. First, I'm starting off here. You can see me cutting up an onion, and it's a pretty large onion, so I'm going to be able to use it for both dishes. So here I am cutting it up. In no particular, pretty way or anything like that. Just dicing it, slicing it into the rounds. Just something, that's going to go on top of the meat, so it doesn't have to be pretty. This angle is a little bit hard to see everything, but I hope you guys can see. I'm just cutting up the onion here. And like I said before, it's enough to put on both dishes. So I am seasoning up corned beef as well as a beef rib. Like I said before, for my husband, preparing his lunch for work. So I'm just putting some onion on the corned beef, and then I'm putting some onion on the rib. Like I said, it was a huge one, so it was enough, just the one onion. All right, so I'm gonna get rid of that mess. The camera fell here. All right, guys. So after you get done cutting up your onion, I also have some bell pepper here. And it doesn't matter what color bell pepper you use. You can use the yellow, the red, the green. It really doesn't matter. You just want the pepper flavor on the meat. So I have one red and I have one green. I'm going to put the red on one and the green on the other. And these are ones that I had in the freezer, so that's fine. Usually when I'm at the store and I purchase, bell peppers and I don't use them right away, I just wash them up and I usually put them in the freezer, just for another time so they don't go bad. And that's fine. It still has the same flavor. And I'm just kind of just breaking them up because it doesn't have to be pretty. It's just going on the meat for flavor. So I'm putting the green one on, looks like the corned beef. I can't really see. Yeah, I put the green one on the corned beef, and now I'm putting the red one on the beef rib. And after I add the bell pepper and all that, I'm just going to go ahead and start seasoning my meat. Just probably washing my hand or something. Here. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get the Slap Your Mama, as you guys can see. And both pieces of the meat that I have they're pretty big pieces of meat. So I'm kind of using the seasoning, not sparingly. I'm using it because it's going to go all around the meat. So I have the Slap Your Mama here, and I'm seasoning up the beef rib here. And then as soon as I'm done with that, I'm, as you guys can see, I'm putting a lot on there. And then I'm seasoning up the corned beef as well. And the Slap Your Mama is not really salty. It just has a lot of flavor in it. So now I'm going in with the seasoning salt, the garlic salt, I'm sorry. And I'm putting garlic salt on both of them. Going a little light in with the corned beef with the garlic salt because it is salt, and the corned beef tends to have its own natural salt in there already, so I don't really need to add too much. And so the technique that I'm going to use today to tenderize and flavorize the meat is the French's mustard. The French's mustard is the vinegar in the mustard kind of tenderizes the meat, and it just gives it an overall good flavor. And when you're done with it, it doesn't taste like, mustard or anything like that. It just has good flavor in that. And I've, had history of using that on my meat. And so I'm just going to lather that up really, really good with the seasoning on both sides. And I already had the Slap Your Mama and the garlic salt on there. I have the onions and the bell peppers. And so you just kind of marry those flavors all in there really good. Just show the meat a little love. A little love. So the beef rib, okay, I'm giving you guys a better look here so you can kind of see. So you just have like a little party in your pan. And then you put about 1/4 cup of water in the pan. And you can kind of eyeball it as it cooks because you may need a little bit more water. But my husband kind of likes his meat to be kind of dried out a little bit. So just like I said, just eyeball it a little bit. And then you just, I usually cook it like on 350. And I let it cook for about a couple of hours or so. Like I said, you just kind of eyeball it because it depends on also the cut of the meat as well. So you just want to keep an eye on it. Okay, and right here I'm adding a couple pieces of the Land O'Lakes butter. And it just kind of tenderizes the meat as well and gives it a good flavor. And like I said, I cook it slow and just kind of let it cook and get all those flavors in there, marinating and all that kind of stuff. And so, yeah, I put that to the side and go ahead and finish up the corned beef. And you just pretty much do the same thing. You just lather that on in there, all that seasoning. Flip it on over, flip it on over, flip that piece of meat. Give that piece of meat a little love. I put the onions and bell peppers a little bit on top and all that. And just pretty much did it the same way. Just show that meat just a little love. And also, you guys, you can add, you know, other stuff that you like as well. You can, you know, add the fresh garlic or, you know, whatever you guys like to add to it. And this is a yellow onion as well, but you can use whatever, you know, onion you like to use too. So I'm just turning on my oven to preheat so it can be hot when I put the meat in. And I just have a little bit of the seasoning, so I'm just adding that in there. To preheat so it can be hot when I put the meat in. What'd she say?
She said it's not here, and she lied to me.
Where was it at?
Under her pillow.
Her phone was there too?
Yeah.
And what else?
And her watch was there too.
And her iPad?
Yeah.
And her phone?
Yeah, it was 3 of them.
It was 3?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
She has 3 electrodes.
Electronics?
Yeah.
What did she have? What did she have?
And that was it.
No, what did she have? She had her watch and what else?
That was not, that was, and that was,
The iPad?
yeah, she had the iPad too.
The phone?
Yeah.
And the watch?
Yeah. She had everything.
Okay.
And I want you to take it from her.
Okay, baby. Thank you.
I want you to know and take it in the office so Cindy won't get and walk the trolls, walk all of them so she won't get them, so she won't get her own trolls.
All right, I appreciate you telling me.
And remember, don't let Cindy touch your keys.